Welcome back to Football Kings. It's Thursday. I'm losing track of time at this point, but it's Thursday and it's our own trial stream. Today we're putting players, coaches, and different people on trial depending on who the chat want to put on trial as well. But we'll lean in whatever direction that we go, you guys go. But let's see. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, guys. Lucky saying Glazers out as usual. Um Maguire Casemiro should get the go ahead. Upcoming fixture, which feels good to get the up hand advantage. What's the upcoming fixture for Manchester United?
I'm not sure who they play.
We can quickly check it. Um oh, they played Tottenham actually. That's like the first game of the match week. They played Tottenham on Saturday. Or no. Is that the first game? There's a game there's a game tomorrow, and that's Leeds Forest, and then after that, Manchester United Tottenham play. Um, yeah, I think that's a good game. Manchester United Tottenham, possibly maybe Tottenham lose that game or something. Anyways, yesterday's stream, Drew. I don't know if it was Drew that said it. I think maybe Drew or someone commented in the chat and said Woltemade is a 1 month wonder. So given this season, we only started seeing him shine like the beginning of the season, and then now it's almost like there's nothing that he's doing. So we can put what made on trial, what him on trial. What do you think?
Yeah. But before that, let's talk about other things first. Like, if you saw the news, you saw Liam Rosinho. There was a video floating around about him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where he was shouting at them Arsenal's team, right? Like, stay on
Yeah.
your own side. That video was
Mm-hmm.
floating around. So they basically asked him why were you shouting? Right? And it was like, oh, that Arsenal did not show respect. They were encroaching. Usually, when you train before the game, each side just train on their halves. That's the standard, right?
Yeah.
And Arsenal, they were kind of encroaching on their side, and so it was like telling them stay in your own lane or something like that. So it was like Arsenal did not show respect. XYZ. I was just like, oh my god, the
But
game is over.
what does
Like,
that have to do with anything?
don't even bring it up. There's no point of us having this discussion. All right. So I just like, yeah, don't overcomplicate things. You're in a situation where people are
Is this
still
you? Is this
judging you.
you saying what you're feeling about what Rosinho was saying about Arsenal?
Yeah, I'm just thinking
You
like,
feel like what Arsenal were doing is not important or what?
I don't know. Like, he's saying that they were playing mind games.
Mm-hmm.
You can argue yes, because they did. I don't know if they did it to Bayern, where um they did not on the hot they gave them made them play with like cold showers, that sort of thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I don't know if it was mind games from Arsenal, but they will do everything to make you lose. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'll just like, there's no need even like
Drew is saying
criticizing
maybe we
them,
agree with Rosinho.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you agree with Rosinho, if there's any supporter of Rosinho, at least we know that he has one full supporter supporting him fully till the
Mm-hmm.
end, right? But I just feel like he should not do anything to, because now it's headlines already.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? Several outlets have carried it as headlines. Arsenal disrespect Chelsea in Carabao Cup semi-finals. I'm just like, please don't make yourself headline. Don't do this to yourself. There's no point. Do you
So wait,
get-
I'm confused. What exactly is your take on this? You don't like the fact that Rosinho is talking about it, or you don't like what
I
Arsenal they're
don't
doing?
know.
Where are you
No,
standing with this?
both of them. I don't like what Arsenal did, but at the same time, he feels so, like he felt so. Anyways, it's his right to feel that way. he felt a bit angered when he was even talking about it. I'm like, it's us now. Just leave them. There's no point, right? But he say Andy Strasbourg beat Monaco. Wow, that's crazy, Kingsley. That's our next coach. That's our
So
coach.
you guys are keeping track of the progress of Gary O'Neill
Yes,
and keeping track of okay.
we have to because what you're phone you. We have to because if
Interesting.
this guy is sacked, who is the next coach? That's our next coach. So we need to make sure he's succeeding, right? So apparently he's gotten more results. Or how many wins has he gotten? Similar to Rosinho, if I would say. He say s- yes, I think so. He say Andy Paul Merson said Palmer miss. I think so too, because the link between those two. You can argue that Jackson was not a good finisher or whatever, but Jackson had quick feet, right? Jackson had quick feet, and Palmer enjoyed playing off Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's not Palmer has not formed anyway. Palmer and Joao Pedro, they starting to. He's giving Joao Pedro a couple of assists
Mm-hmm.
from him, Club World Cup, even like the last few games, right? But anyways, with time, maybe they would gel, right?
Mm.
Is anything happening with your club now? How was your press conference? Anything from your side?
I didn't even check our press conference, but I'm being honest with you. Apparently Kante. I don't know if you've seen the
Mm,
news about Kante's transfer to Fenerbahce.
mm,
But that was a transfer that I thought was not going to happen anymore. But
mm.
that's happened. No, Kante arrived in Fenerbahce, so
Wow.
um, Kante is now. I guess Kante is no longer in Saudi. So that's a
Mm,
good one. I think that's a big signing for them. I don't know if this is specifically because of this World Cup year. I don't know if it has
mm,
anything to do with it, but it's something I already called a long time ago. I already saw this whole process of players that went to Saudi early on, kind of leaving Saudi after some time. So we saw this with Henderson, and we've seen it with some other players too. But yeah, most
mm.
likely, say Darwin Núñez is trying to
Nunes too.
completely leave to Saudi. So that's what I'm saying. I think that might end up happening too. See, players that go to Saudi would leave and come back. I think a player like Nunes is not bad. I don't think Nunes is a bad player.
So you think he's better? Anyways, he's gotten
Are
the
you
bag
telling me
for 1 year,
you
right?
put Nunes in a team like um Everton? Nunes doesn't score.
He will cook. He's better
You get
than
what I'm saying?
Everton.
Even if
He's
forget
better
where
than
you put him in
Everton.
something like Tottenham,
He's,
you think he won't score? I think he
he will
goes there,
do
he
well.
does a good
He
job.
will do well. He will do well in
I
Tottenham
think he has
for
quality.
sure.
So
He's better than. See,
yeah,
did you guys
I think he
did
has quality.
everything?
Yeah. And I said, you guys see Lukman. Yeah, Lukman also scored. That's something I'm also seeing here too. Lukman scored a goal at Atletico Madrid. I say he's going to cook La Liga. Drew is saying Gittins long-term hamstring injury. Even Rodrigo too as well is injured. I think Rodrigo is going to be out for Madrid's playoff. It says Rodrigo will be out for both games in the playoff against Benfica. So I don't know if he's injured or if it's a red card. So okay, I think maybe a red card suspension. Yeah, it's a red card. It's not injury. It's a red card, guys.
Gittins
Um,
been injured long term. I'm not like I'm crying that he's injured. I'm like, okay, it's better for everybody. Because even when he's on the pitch, we don't see him play. Not that I want anybody to be injured, but
mm.
I just feel he's not good enough. I just think he's not good enough. More, yeah, more of Garnacho. We get to see Garnacho. Oh God.
Yeah,
Hendrick
Hendrick.
has been scoring. He's been
Yeah,
scoring. Yeah. But wait, he plays for Monaco, right? Or is it Lyon he plays for?
he doesn't play for Monaco. He plays for Lyon. Yeah. When you see the way Hendrick wasn't playing at Madrid and all the things we said, it almost feels like we have to take back all the things that we said and say, okay, maybe the boy was just wasn't getting an
The only,
opportunity because
the only,
we
the
kind
only
of
person
we
that
made fun
believed
of
in
no, we
him.
made fun of the only person that supported him was AB. We made fun of this guy, said, yeah, he needs to go on loan, which we were right, he needed to go on loan. But at the end of the day, there was something there, There's something there. This guy is
But he's
actually.
playing in the French league.
It doesn't matter. Mbappe
Anyways, it's
was
game
Mbappe not in
time.
the French league before he came to Madrid.
It's game time. It's game time. It's game
I
time. I
think
think
he's
he
really
just
good.
needs
I think
game
he's a
time,
really good player.
right? And you know the funny thing, people actually rate Hendrick higher than Estava. I hope you know they rate him higher than Estava.
Ah, okay.
What's he saying?
I see what you're saying, AB. Fair enough. I do apologize to the brother for all the jokes that I was putting out there. The guy is actually good. He's actually really good.
Ah,
He's actually really
so
good.
I need to
Um,
apologize too.
no, we
I
made
need
fun of that guy. That was funny.
I need
AB
one
said, "Have
more
you
hat from
experienced the
him.
Saudi heat? It's not even conducive for walking, not to talk of running. I think
Mm,
it's not going
damn.
to be easy."
But
Yeah, talking about.
they should have air conditioned stadiums. That's what they should have. Enclosed
I've lived in a very hot
aircon.
place. I've lived
Yeah.
in an extremely hot place. Even if you're dropping the cold air,
Mm.
it's still bad. It's still very hot. Trust me. I
Yeah.
had a friend from Saudi that was in the
Mm.
same hot place I was living at, and he was like, "Oh, here is normal compared to where he's coming from." So I can only imagine how hot that place must be. It's tough. And then you talk about the laws too in
Mm.
Saudi. You know, some of these guys too, they would like to live a certain kind of lifestyle. They
Mm.
can't really live that kind of lifestyle in Saudi. You get what I'm saying?
Because of the
They can't.
heat, right?
Not because of the heat, the rules, the regulations. There's just so much you can do.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
Yeah,
Now
there's
I
just
get it.
yeah. So that's the thing. It's tough. AB saying if I was Chelsea FC, I would drop 180 million pounds to give him a 10-year contract. Not only is he good, he's a fighter. Wait. Who are you speaking about specifically? 'Cause
He's talking
Maybe I
about
lost track of this comment. Are you talking about
Hendrick.
Hendrick?
And,
Hundred and
AB,
eighty
please,
million pounds for
I
Hendrick
beg I
on a
beg you.
10-year contract.
I'm still struggling with Garnacho. Gittins. I beg you. Let's not add
Uh,
Hendrick. I beg you, please. Please. You know, AB is the accountant of Blueco. AB, I beg you, please do not do this.
I don't understand
I beg you.
how you're going to drop. I don't understand how you would drop 180 million pounds for
Nah,
Hendrick, and
never,
then the amount of
never.
money dropped for a player like Jeremy Jackie, you've been throwing that amount of money saying it's too much, but you drop 180 million for
No,
Hendrick.
no.
How?
I think the
No,
maximum
no,
I'll
no,
drop for
no.
Hendrick at this point is maybe 75 million. Take it or leave it. I won't put take it or leave it. 75 million pounds, take it or leave it. If you say, oh, add-ons, I'll just walk away. That's it.
Hmm.
Yes, that's it.
Another
So,
transfer is brother went on John Duran, where is on loan from Al Nassr, is in towards St. Petersburg. So he's on loan from Al
I
Nassr.
think all of them are
I
just
don't
leaving Saudi. Is that hit? I think it's the
I
hit.
don't understand this John Duran and his career, right? I don't
Oh,
get
he's
why he
left
decided
again.
to. I don't know why he decided to like go to Saudi in the first place. I
He
don't
should
get
have stayed
why.
in Aston Villa.
I don't get why. I think he could have stayed there and just yeah. But
Oh, God.
that's some crazy stuff.
What
Anyways,
SSB saying based on pure talent, Hendrick is better than Aguero. Are you serious? I need to sit down and really watch Hendrick then.
that's crazy. Said Duran already been to MLS, Turkish league, Saudi, and now Russia. Bro,
So is he in Russia now?
bro. He's
Is
on
he in
another
Russia?
loan. That's Saint
In
Petersburg. What is
Russia.
that? That's Russia,
Oh,
right?
that's Russia. Oh my God. I thought they are banned from European football. So he'll just be playing leagues. This guy, he's just wasting his
I
life.
think you could have stayed. I think you actually could have stayed
Just
in the
stayed
Prem.
in Aston Villa.
Yeah, you'll be a bench player, but you
And
still
you
get
know
your
Chelsea wanted
opportunity.
to buy him as a main striker. We could have had Don Duran rather than Delap. Kingsley, there's a
I don't
difference.
I don't really even know if there's a difference that much. I mean, John
We need
Duran,
to
what did
put
he do?
Delap.
He
We
scored
need
some
to put
bangers,
Delap
but
on
what did
fire.
he really do? I mean, he
We need
came
to put
on as a
Delap
sub
on
and he
fire.
scored some good goals. But aside that, what really did he do? I think he never really can tell. He said he was never serious. In England, he used to hit the clubs often.
I think that was the issue. Fighting with his
Uh,
landlord, destroying his landlord's house. I think that's why Chelsea just
I
said
guess
like,
every footballer has like what they are in the business for. Some people is a way to, is a way to get out. Some people is like, they are serious about winning trophies and all those things. I think he just cares about the bag, and so that's the most important thing. So Fox is saying Duran has no discipline, too many yes men around him. It's really sad because the talent is there. Difficult coming from um yeah, Medellin, Colombia. That's where it's from. Um, Foxy said the probe Barrios of Medellin and not take the Saudi move though, because that money is going to be good too. How do you, as a player, how do you recover your career if you go to Saudi and go on these multiple loans? How do you come back from that?
still young.
I mean, he's
He's
still young,
still
but how
young.
do you, anyways?
He's still young.
Is he
Is he
19? He's not
19?
19. I don't think he's 19.
No,
Oh,
should be like 20 or 21.
Duran
John Duran is 19. Never. 19. No, I don't think so. Nah, maybe 21.
is 22.
22. I wasn't saying 21. Yeah.
He's 22. He's not
I
19.
think he has 1 or 2 years to get serious. After that, he's done.
Mm.
He's actually done. Like if he doesn't get serious in the next 2 years with his career, after this current loan, he says send Durant to Mourinho at Benfica. Mourinho will shaping his future, shaping him. Right. So that's it. I don't. He has just 2 years. If you ask me, yeah, when was Villa was at 90, but brother has been around for almost 2 or 3 years, right?
Then he
So
goes back to Al Nassr after the loan. And then what?
yeah,
After Al
yeah.
Nassr, what's next for him?
I don't know. He just wants to escape the Saudi heat, enjoy some Russian weather. It's cold in Russia now, so I don't know. He's
Ah,
going
that's
from
crazy.
plus. He's going from plus 45 to
Mm-hmm.
minus 19 or minus 10. So yeah, yeah,
Fox is
it's
saying Duran
crazy.
was born in Medellin, Zaragoza, Medellin. He said, this girl invited me there once, and I legit thought I was being kidnapped. So it's a dodgy area up on the hills.
Oh my
Foxy,
god.
you've been around. How does a girl invite you to that kind of place, Foxy? That's funny. Essentially off topic, but nowadays I think there's a lack of leaders in a lot of teams. Management gets rid of players who can bring wisdom to youngsters. I see what you're saying. Like they're quickly
True.
getting rid of those older guys and
Yeah,
just
I
bringing
think so
in a lot
too.
of young people.
Yeah. And you saw a reporter asked Liam Rosinio about Chaloba, like there are rumors that they are going to sell him. What does he think about him and all of that? And he's like, oh, Chaluba has been one of the best defenders since he's come. His performance has really been good. I'm like, okay, that means he's going to go summer. They're going to sell him.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
AB
Nick, do you
saying if
mean
he
Lukman?
focuses on AB saying, yeah, it means Lookman. AB saying if he
Yeah.
focuses on football, he'll be okay. That's why I love Lookman. He's just focused on the game. If it doesn't work out, he moves. That's it. You have to focus on the football. I think that's the most important thing. Nick is saying, how about Lookman? Lookman, Atletico Madrid, scored the debut goal. You know, so I think Lookman will do well in La Liga. I think
But
that the move to La Liga, I never had a doubt in my mind. I think that he was going there to cook up that league, and that's exactly what he's going to do. What were you going to say?
wow. Foxy, let's read Foxy's comment and then I'll say what I want to say. Say, I lived in
Foxy said,
Medellin for about 7 months. Wild place, good and bad.
Foxy, you've had some experiences, bro. You've had some
Oh my
experience.
god.
We've had some experiences. Drew is saying just a reminder that Ganacho was caught vaping last summer
Hmm?
before coming to Chelsea. Wow. Winstanley did no background checks because he was seen vaping years ago too. How, anyways, as a
15 years
footballer,
ago,
as
recently
a
or
as a
recently.
footballer, technically, and I've told you guys this before, I told you guys, I saw a video of Osimhen in the club with shisha. It's almost the same thing as vaping, right? I saw him doing that. Like I see some of these guys do smoke. I don't know if it affects their performance in any way, but I feel like
Mm.
maybe I don't know if alcohol will affect their performance a lot more than vaping. But I still think it's not a good thing for any player to do that. I don't think it's a good thing.
I think what I wanted to say, then maybe we should go
Mm.
into put some people on trial. What I wanted to say is that Lookman, his youth team coach, grassroots coach,
Yeah.
right? Came for like his finals and all of that, right? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just imagining like, as a grassroots coach, like you see one of your players make it to
Mm-hmm.
the big stage.
Yeah.
You don't know how that guy feels. It's so good. Yeah, the feeling is so good,
Wait,
right?
are you
Like
talking about Lukman?
Lookman's coach,
Okay,
grassroots
okay.
coach,
Grassroots coach, yeah, seeing
right?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and texting him. You heard about the story where he was texting him about the before the final that should
Mm-hmm.
stay relaxed, giving him some tips from back the days. Probably
Yeah.
that's the person that knows Lookman very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but that's off topic, anyways.
Um, Drew is saying, Andy, I wanted Lukman Girassi last summer. Um, Interesting. Those are yeah. That's nice, Drew. Drew is saying forgets his football ability. Persisting to sign a player like this is very dodgy. Chelsea should be investigated. Mm,
Maresca
interesting.
wanted him, right? He wanted him.
So regardless
So
of the vaping and everything, you just get him on board, basically.
I don't know. It's Maresca and his people. Yeah, guys, on trial. Who are we putting on trial today?
Let's
I'm
start
putting
with
for
what
the lab.
you want to put Dilap.
No,
Okay.
brother, it's a fraud. It's a fraud. Okay, we can start with
Yeah,
what?
let's do Dilap actually. I'll support
No,
Dilap.
you sure? You support the lab.
Why not? I'll support Dilap.
Oh my god.
I'll support.
Are you serious right now?
I said I was
Oh
support.
my
What is it?
god.
Why? I said I was support Dilap.
Damn. It's just crazy.
I'll support
Okay,
Dilap. So
that's fine. That's fine.
you go first. You brought Dilap. So go first. Person that brings the player should go first.
So go first.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll put. You know what?
So
And this
now
time around, guys, I'll put I'll open the voting, and as you know, conversation is going on. Feel free to vote anytime on which side you're going. For or against. Okay. So what is the stuff that you're putting out there?
I'm just putting out there the premise that the lab is a championship striker. Yes. That's what I'm putting forward. Right?
Let
Yeah,
me
it's
let me.
Dilap has lost his tenacity and his determination. Guys, first of all, let's for Chelsea fans on this life. Let's go
Mm-hmm,
back memory lane. Last season during this time, we had one brother who was our striker. Who was that guy?
mm-hmm,
Nicholas Jackson. What was the major complaint we had about Nicholas Jackson? Was his finishing, right?
mm-hmm,
But even with his finishing, Nicholas Jackson still gave us, in his first season, he gave us almost 14 goals or 15 goals. The next season, he gave us 11.
mm-hmm,
That's almost 27 goals in almost 100 appearances. Let's see.
mm-hmm.
Right? And now we say we're getting an upgrade. That's what we thought. We're getting an upgrade. But lo and behold, we got the lab. Now, the only
Okay.
thing I see the lab doing, I'll be honest with you, right? I just see him wrestling. I think he's in the wrong spots. I think he's in the wrong spots. He should be like a boxer or something. He might do
Okay.
better because the only thing you see him when he loses the ball, he pushes someone to the advertisement boards
Okay.
and he gets a yellow card. Do you get? A brother has played. Dilap has played. Do you know how many games he's played this season?
How many games has he played?
15 good games. How many goals has he had? How many
How many
goals?
goals? No, no, tell me now. Is that it?
Foxy, just leave me. Let me air my mind because I'm pissed off about the lap now. So, how many goals does he have? One single goal.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much this brother has one single goal. And I will
Okay.
argue that you take someone like in all competition, probably Delap has 2 goals.
Mm-hmm.
Take the other guy that came from. There's another striker we have that hardly plays.
Mm-hmm.
I've forgotten his name. Someone should remind me. Right? That like he hardly ever plays. You can argue that if that guy had been given the opportunity Delap has given, he would have gotten more goals than him. You know who I'm
Okay.
talking about, right?
Who are you talking about?
And Chelsea fans know what McGill. Yes,
Ague. Okay.
Gil would have gotten. Yeah, the only thing that Delap has going for him is his hold up play, and even that hold up play, I don't even see what he's holding up. He's just holding us back. He's holding us back as it is now.
Okay.
I don't like abusing people, but the brother clearly knows that you will never make it when you wear the number 9 shirts. What does he do? He wears the number 9 shirts. You are incredible. You are better than Costa. You are better than people
Mm.
that came before you. You are better than Drogba,
Mm.
right? You are better than Strong. You are better than Eto. You
Mm.
carried the number 9 and you wore. I just think
Mm.
his career has ended before he even started. He's not a Premier League. He should have just gone down with Ipswich. And let's forget about him. Yeah, that's all.
Damn. One thing I know for sure is once the lab
Mm,
starts cooking, starts scoring in the
mm,
Premier League for your team,
mm.
you're going to come on this live and apologize to Dilap for every single thing that you said.
I
Every
would,
single thing that you said.
and
Let
I
me
know
start. Let me
Foxy will
start from
remind me because he's
okay.
always reminding me.
Okay. Let me start
Mhm.
from the jump. First off, Dilap is young. Dilap is 22. I'm not saying that there are not other 22-year-old strikers that are doing well. Example, Ekitike is young too. He's about 22. He's doing well. But you still have
That's
to
his
factor
mate.
in. You still have to factor in. Yes, but everybody has their own sprouts, right? You can't say this player can grow in a certain way. Doesn't mean that other player will grow the exact same way. Development looks different for different people. And the thing about Delap for me that I see is his journey to in Chelsea has not really been the smoothest one. He has had injuries. He has to go out for a while on injuries. The thing about going on injuries, coming back, you need to find your form. You can go out of form when you go on injuries and try to find your form. So that's something you have to factor in. Another thing too that you need to understand is coming from Ipswich, this guy was not signed to come in as a plug and play. He was signed as a possible raw talent. If not, then why would you sign Joao Pedro? Joao Pedro was signed as a striker, and he's not your starting striker. He's supposed to be an understudy to Joao Pedro, right? That is the understanding. And in that sense, the two of them two have different profiles. What you expect from Dilap is not what you should be expecting from Joao Pedro. The way you play Dilap in a game is not the same way you play Joao Pedro in a game. You need to play this guy enough time for you to start judging him this harshly by saying he's a Champions League striker, right? Give him as much opportunities as you've given Nicolas Jackson. You've not given him as much opportunities as you've given Nicolas Jackson. So why are you coming out to say he's a championship striker? I feel like you're judging this brother too soon. How many appearances did you say he has had? What, 21 appearances? Or how many did you say? 15? Or how many
15 in the
appearances?
Premier League.
15 in the
15.
Premier League. How many of that are 90 minutes games? How many of that are full 90 minutes games? You've not given him enough time for you to be giving him this much scrutiny. I feel like you still need to give him enough time before you can actually make this statement. So for me, using Dilap as a right winger, like what your coach did in the Arsenal game on the right wing, makes no sense. Doesn't fit his profile. That's on your coach. That's not on him.
What's his
If
profile?
he if
Mhm.
he doesn't, Dilap gives you a traditional nine. He gives you cross the ball in is expecting that ball. He gives a running behind type of striker. That's exactly
Mm.
when I see Dilap, that's exactly what I would expect from a striker like that. You get what I'm saying? Dilap, I think there's more to come from him, right? But we're not at the point yet in this guy's journey at Chelsea or his journey in the Premier League to say he's a championship striker. I feel like you're judging him too harshly.
Okay.
You guys, the poll is up. Make sure
So,
you vote, guys. Guys, vote. The poll is up.
guys, so now you are blaming the incompetence of my striker on my man on the coach of Bluco. Yes, because people are criticizing him. Oh, why did he keep Delap in the right wing? He did put Delap in right wing to do a winger work. No, he put. I know Fox is coming at me.
Justice for
He put
Dilap.
Delap. He put Delap in right wing to win balls in the air, area duels. This brother won nothing
Is Dilap
against
better
a
than
campaign.
Timo Werner?
Timo Werner scored more goals than him. As he is, Timo Werner's stock is higher. It's higher. Let's be honest. Kingsley McGill, let's look at it critically. McGill was on loan. Now I'm getting more serious and angry now. McGill was on loan in Sunderland, hardly kicked a ball. Do you get? McGill's loan was cut short. His development was cut short to come back to this club, to come back to Chelsea. McGill has only had 13 appearances since he came. And you hardly call that those appearances. McGill has 2 goals. Delap has had 15 Premier League appearances. I didn't even talk of the ones he came in Champions League and others. This brother has 2 goals to show. 2 goals to show. Two. Delap has made 152 senior team appearances. You can say he appeared in Hull, he appeared in Ipswich, he appeared in Chelsea. Gil doesn't even have up to that. And Gil, you can argue that as it is now, if you give Gil 15 games, Gil might even have more career goals than Delap. As it is. As it is. And we spent 30 good million. 30 good million. That money we could have used it to repair some chairs in the stands in Stamford Bridge, freshen up the stadium, than waste it on Delap. We've wasted that money. You can argue that he's young. He's 22 already. Who is he going to learn from? There's nobody at Chelsea for him to learn from, as far as I'm concerned. Do you get what I'm saying? I have not seen, to be honest with you, I have not seen anything to convince me that Delap is a top tier striker. Let's go back to the strikers we had before in Chelsea, right? We had Anelka. Anelka wasn't starting. Is there anything close to Anelka in terms of the way he passes, the way he holds the ball? Delap doesn't even make good passes. You look at the hold-up play of Jackson. Jackson has a good hold-up play, running behind, and he makes good passes. Delap doesn't even make good passes. When he holds up the ball, he looks like have you seen a chicken, a hen scattering the ground, their cage, like sand or something like that. That's how Delap looks, like foul scratch, like just all over the place. Do you get what I'm saying? And he's playing for Chelsea Football Club. He's putting on the number 9 shirt, the same shirt that Torres put on. You can say that Torres was a flop, but at this point in time, Torres, if I bring Torres and Delap, I'll say Torres made it in Chelsea. And many Chelsea fans will say he didn't make it. Saying, then what is Delap? I bring Shevchenko of then. As bad as Shevchenko was, I put him beside Delap. Shevchenko did extremely well. And as at that time, you know how bad Shevchenko was. Then what are we talking of Delap? Delap should not even be in our reserves at this point, Kingsley. I'll be honest with you. That's why I still say he is a champ. Hey, thank you, Dembaba. Yes, he's not even close to Remy. Drew, thank you. Remy, you remember Remy? That we complained, oh, Remy is not this. Remy is to come from the bench. Do you know the amount of, oh God. Drew just made me sad and make me more angry. It was not even as half of Remy. It was not even half of, there's this brother, this Belgium striker we had. Guys should remember, Dembaba was far better, is far better than him, and they are similar profile. Bashwai that always came on from the bench and always scored. Batman is not as good as Batman. So what are we saying? I dropped my mic here.
Thank you very much, Foxy. Because guys, let's go back to the initial argument. Delap being a championship striker. And I think this is a good point that Foxy is putting up, and I'm going to build my argument off of that. That's exactly what we are talking about. We're not talking about if he's performing at Chelsea or not performing at Chelsea, or what his performance has been so far. You're coming out with a claim that Delap is not good enough for the Prem. And I feel like that is not true. I think Delap is good enough for the Prem. we can get
Mhm.
into the actual details of whether or not
Mhm.
is a striker you want at Chelsea, if it should be a
Mhm.
starting striker for Chelsea, if it should
Mhm.
be an understudy, or be the third choice to start in the striker
Mhm.
position for your team currently. Yes,
Mhm.
he's not giving you all the things that you expect from him, and he's not doing the things you expect. But that is not, he has not done enough for you to say this guy should not be playing in the Premier League. He's not a Premier League striker. Send him back to the
Okay.
Championship. That really is the argument that you're bringing out there. And you
Yeah.
comparing him to other strikers that you've had at Chelsea, to me, is like comparing apples to oranges. If we are going to compare, yes, do you know why I'm saying that? If you're truly going to make a comparison, you need to compare everything. You need to compare these two strikers, the same
Mm.
era of football, the coach at the
Mm.
time, the team
Mm.
at the time, the recruitment at the
Mm.
time. You have to compare every single factor that can
At
influence a
this
player and the
at this
outcome. You
point,
need to
we'll
compare
compare the ball.
you need to compare
We'll
the
compare the
development.
ball.
Who,
The
who
ball
was
that
the
the lap
who
is
was the
playing with
who were
now.
the fitness coaches at that time. You have to compare everything if you want to compare players. If you want to compare players from old and now, you have to compare everything, and it's an unfair comparison. You can't
We will
compare like
compare the
that.
refs. The refs too. We'll
You have
compare
to
the
compare the
refs.
refs. You have to compare everything.
Just to
You
make
have to
sure that the
compare.
lap is in
You
the
have to
prem.
compare even the games that
That's
were
where
played.
we're
There's so
going.
much factors that there's
That's where
so
we're going.
much ends.
We'll,
Like the
we'll,
factor is so large.
he plays with a bouncing ball. A ball bouncing now.
No, even the
We've
ball
changed,
type, you have to
we've,
compare it with the ball.
we've changed from
What
a
type
Nike
of
to
ball?
Adidas ball. That's why
Exactly. You have to
he
compare
doesn't have a
all
single
across.
ball.
So my point being,
Abraham is far
it
better than him.
my
Far
point being, I think it's too soon to be having this conversation. I feel like
too
it's
soon.
too soon to be saying this guy is a championship striker. He should not be playing in the Premier League. And it's unfair. What would you say about Jackson? Is Jackson a championship striker? What would you say about the
Jackson
other
is far better
strikers?
than him. Jackson is far better. Tammy Abraham at his age was doing far better. Yes,
But
he was doing far
what are the
better than him.
opportunities that he's gotten? You're not factoring
What
the
of
injury.
Kingsley,
This guy, you yourself specifically said,
let's vote.
you and other Chelsea people are voting. You and other Chelsea fans
Okay.
have come to this same chat and have said
Yeah.
Delap is raw.
Bring.
He's a raw player. He's raw talent. What do you expect from
Mm.
raw talent? What do you expect from raw talent?
He should go and get some experience in the championship. Kingsley, now let's take before we conclude. Let me even conclude with this. I don't like to give extra
You've
points.
already concluded. Why are you concluding
Yes.
again?
Put all the relegation teams forward and put the lap there. Is he going to save them? He's not going to help West Ham. West Ham are going down. He's not better than what they have. He's not better than what Burnley currently has. No, he's not. Which other person is in relegation zone? Wolves. Is he better than their striker? You can argue that maybe better than he plays for Wolves, but you can argue that Wolves is a championship team. So let's vote.
Conclude on a conclusion, bro. Like, say, and Delap has a proven season in the Prem with Ipswich, good record for relegation. Yes. How
For
many
a
goals, guys?
relegated
How many
side.
goals did he score for Ipswich? I don't
For
even get
a
why you're.
relegated side.
So what? Is he the coach? Is he
Did he
the
keep
other
them
players
on?
on the team?
Let's vote.
Yeah.
Let's vote. I
No, no, no.
obviously I'll
But
take
people are voting for you, man. It's a 50. It's 50% actually. It's fifty
50.
percent. It's a
I
tie.
can't believe that. I can't believe
Tie.
that
It's a
Lap got
tie.
a tie.
It's
People
a
are
tie.
supporting the lap.
Somebody needs to break this tie, man. Somebody needs to revote. Somebody
Oh,
revote. Guys, revote.
God.
Come on. Come
It's
on.
so
Why you guys
embarrassing.
making it 60 40?
It's
Why you guys
embarrassing
making this 60
that
40?
we're even thinking that the lap should he
Revote,
needs a
guys.
loan.
Revote.
He needs a loan. Go and work with Frank Lampard. You
If
see, all I know is not a
a
prem
Prem
winning
winning
striker.
striker, I don't know if
I
he's a
don't know if
Prem or
he's a
Championship striker, according to Andy, but he wouldn't be starting for Arsenal, City,
yeah,
Liverpool, Newcastle that time. Fair
exactly.
enough, fair enough. But there
Even
are other
for
teams in the
West Ham.
Prem. There are other
For
teams in the.
maybe
I think he starts
for
for West
West
Ham. I
Ham.
think he starts for
Yeah,
West Ham. I think so.
ahead of
I think he starts
ahead
for.
of
I think he starts
the other
for
brothers.
Nottingham Forest. I bet you he starts for Nottingham Forest.
Never,
I bet you he starts
never,
for West Ham.
never.
Yes,
He doesn't start against that Brazilian striker they have. That guy is far better than him. Far better. He
it's
doesn't even start for
50-50.
Crystal Palace.
He starts for
50-50.
Crystal. No, it can be a number two in Crystal
Arteta
Palace. It can be a
ahead
number two. I said number two. It can be a
Nketiah is
number
far
two.
ahead of him. Nketiah is far ahead of him.
No, 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 no.
What is it?
Delap
Nketiah has
is
more
raw.
goals.
Delap is raw. He's raw talent, guy. A raw
Raw talent.
talented, a player that is
What's
raw
the
talent needs
what's the
time.
result?
You're not giving him
What's the
time.
result?
Time is the
What's the
constraint
result?
here.
What's
It's
the
fifty
result? Let's go
fifty.
to
It's
50.
fifty
I
fifty,
can't
guys. So
I
nobody
can't
wants to end,
yes,
nobody wants to
I can't
revolt.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that the lab got 50-50 when he came into this courthouse. It's ridiculous. It blows my mind.
It's
He's
fifty
escaped.
fifty.
That's fine. That's
Okay,
fine.
we end
Let
the
it
poll
go.
here. We end the poll here. We end the poll.
Imagine, say Tolu Lokudari is 20 play striker. Is better than Dilap. That's Wolf striker.
Let's go to the next case.
Who
Next
are we
player.
bringing
Next
forward?
player. Next
Who
player.
are we bringing forward? Who are you
Guys, who do
bringing
you want to
forward?
bring forward? We can bring Woltemade, we can bring Kai Harvetz, we can
Put him,
bring many
put
people
him.
forward.
I just feel like I keep Kai Havertz for last because I want to drag this boy, really pull his shirts. I wish there are Arsenal fans on this live.
Okay, let's do Woltemade. Let's do Woltemade.
What's made?
Yeah, let's
Okay,
do Woltemade.
that's fine.
Fox is saying if Dilap is a Champions League striker and he couldn't keep Ipswich up, where were 5 to 6 clubs from the Prem after him? Exactly. Exactly. It might not be the
That's
best,
fine.
but championship, guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Anyways,
Let's
next
move on.
person,
What's made?
Woltemade. So let's use the prompt. Is Woltemade a 1 month wonder?
So are you supporting?
She
Thank you,
said because
Ish.
it was cheap.
Thank you. Hey, I just needed that response. That's it, because it was cheap. Exactly. It's not because he had anything. Because it
That's
was cheap.
nah, Ishi, that's not fair, bro. That's not
Hustler,
fair.
hustling.
That's not fair. That's not fair. Because it was cheap.
Yes.
Amy said because it was cheap.
Yeah. What next are you bringing? What's made? So are you for or against him?
Is Wolfsmith a 1 month wonder?
Mm. What are you going for?
Damn, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'll say no. I'll say no. I'll say no. Let me put the poll. Let me put the poll. I'll start the poll once. Is
So guys,
Wolfsmith
we're bringing what's made. The argument is what's made a one season wonder.
bro? Foxy say 1 month wonder.
So this is the
This is the
silliest
silliest
trial of
trial
all
of all time.
time. Yeah, yeah. Which month is that? Which month is
Um,
that? That's the month. Yes. So maybe we should just go with the premise that
yeah.
what's made has actually flopped at Newcastle.
Okay. Is Wolfsmith a flop? Okay.
How about that premise? Or
All right. Let's go.
give us
Is
a
Wolfsmith a
premise.
flop?
Give us.
Is Wolfsmith a flop? Yeah. Is Wolfsmith a flop? Okay. That's our premise, guys. We're locking that in. Right. Good.
So what are you going for? I'm
I
going to
don't think.
support him. I think I
Oh,
support him.
I was going to say I don't think it's a flop, but I don't know. What are you going? Okay. No. You know what? You know what? I'll take it's a flop. It's fine. Let's start.
You sure? Okay,
I'm
go
sure.
first.
If you truly want to compare Wolfsmith, guys, right? And this is not me saying the whole apples to oranges comparison. We're talking about same coach, same team, right? That's the key thing. If you're going to compare a player, same coach, same team, expected the same like development staff and everything, right? Playing with similar type of players. You have to compare Wolfsmith to Isak. That is the only way we can settle this. Wolfsmith to Isak. That is it. Is Wolfsmith delivering the way Isak was delivering for Newcastle? Absolutely not. I'm not scared when I see Wolfsmith come on. Are you scared of Wolfsmith? No. Are you scared of Isak when Isak is playing with Newcastle? Yes, I was. There's a higher chance that Isak will put that ball at the back of the net and you'll be scared than Wolfsmith. Wolfsmith, nah. Any simple defender can hold Wolfsmith. But would you hold Isak? I'm not talking about injured Isak. I'm not talking about unfit Isak at Liverpool. We're talking about Isak, the actual Isak that can dribble through players. The skill that Isak comes with. Are you holding that Isak? No. So that's how I'm going to look at it. Is Woltemade delivering on that level as Isak? I don't think he is. Woltemade, when he came, showed a lot of promise, and I'll put that there. He did show a lot of promise. The penalty he scored, the goal he scored. In fact, people said they didn't care about Isak anymore because Woltemade was already doing the job. But in after that period where he has scored, has it really, really, really done anything impressive up until this point? I don't really think so. So I take it for what it is.
The first thing is a what made nowhere near a flop. He's actually saved us from relegation battle. Thank you, Foxy, for supporting my premise on this. He's been played out of position.
Okay.
Exactly. Interesting that a lot are ignoring Wisa. Do you get? So
But how
now
many
the
times has
first,
Wisa played? Wisa has been injured.
yeah, true. So the first thing I want to bring to your attention is that
Mm-hmm.
Woodsmith came from the German league. He came into a new league. Let's
Okay.
start from there. He
Okay.
needs the time to settle and acclimatize. Now you can bring the fellow people that came into the league with him. Let's bring Isaac. You talk about Isaac. I don't think Isaac and Woodsmith should be in the same sentence because Isaac at this point is non-existent. Isaac has 2 goals in 10 appearances. Woodsmith has 7 goals, 2 assists in 21 appearances. Do you get what I'm saying? That's almost like more than 50 something percent GA, right?
Mm.
This is for someone that is new to the league. Key point is new to the league. Now, how much was spent on him? You
How
talk
much?
about how much was, we can check how much was spent on him,
Mm-hmm.
but compare that to what he's giving Newcastle. I think he's
Mm-hmm.
taking his time. During this time in Germany, especially this period, they usually have a break. This brother has not had a break. I can argue that he's maybe suffering from fatigue,
Okay.
but he's going to come good. You talk about his other counterpart that came into the league. There's someone that came in for, yes, he has 9 goals. Yeah, if he scores 9, exactly. Thank you. That's 18. That's no, yeah, exactly. So, and this is half of the season as far as I'm concerned, or almost half, or more than half, right? I would argue that Woodsmith's drop in form, strikers always have this drop in form. Haaland has not scored in 7 games. Would we call
Mm-hmm.
Haaland the flop? 7 or okay, Haaland has scored actually. I think he scored recently, but Haaland had like 7 or 8 games where he did not score. Woodsmith too is going through his own period. So what? Is it because his name is not Haaland? That's why we're saying he's a flop? No. Do you get? He's taking his time. You compare to other people that came for around 116 million, they're still finding their feet. We don't want to mention their name. Now they scored some few raggedy goals. Do you get what I'm saying? Then we're calling what's made a flop. We didn't bring those ones forward. I didn't mention any names, right? But I just think for now,
Fair. Mm-hmm.
I just think for now, he's acclimatizing to the league. He's probably tired, right? And I think he would come good. That's what I think.
Okay. If you compare the seasons of Woltemade, like Woltemade's
Mm,
first season to Isak's first season, Isak
mm,
had 22 appearances, right, for
mhm,
Newcastle in his first season, right?
mm.
Scored in summer series actually, but 22 appearances in Premier League, he scored 10 goals, had 1 assist, right?
That's
Woltemade,
Isaac, right? Is it
that's
Isaac you're
Isak,
talking about?
that's Isak, but
In his
22
first season.
appearances in his first season.
Mhm,
Wolfsburg has played 21 games, 8 assists, 8
mhm,
goals, 2 assists. Right.
mhm,
You would think that yes, that is almost the same thing as Isak, but let's consider this. Isak only had 22 appearances. Wolfsburg will possibly make a lot more appearances than Isak. So if we are going to judge both of them, we will judge that
mhm,
conversion rate, which means that the rate 22%, 10 goals, right? 22 appearances, 10 goals, what that is,
mhm,
and compare that to 21 8, right? And possible games that Woltemade will play, which means that if Woltemade doesn't keep up with goals to appearances till the end of the season, right, we can actually come out and call him a flop. Why? Let's go to Isak's season with more appearances, and we'll compare from that. Isak in his next season had
Mm.
30 appearances. He scored 21 goals for Newcastle.
Mhm.
Keep that conversion rate. We'll go to the next one next season. Isak 24-25 season, 34 appearances. He scored 23 goals.
Mhm.
So Woltemade must keep that same conversion rate in terms of goals to appearances, right? You get what I'm saying? That goals to appearances, he has to keep that same flow, right? For us to come out and say, okay, you're not a flop. That's what I'm trying to say. Because we all know he's coming to replace Isak. If you're coming to replace a striker, my own benchmark for how I judge if it's my own benchmark for how I judge if you are a flop or not is if you're able to give the same output that the previous striker was giving for the club. If you're not giving that output, you're flopping for the team. Whether or not Foxy
We
comes to say you're saving us from a relegation battle, that's on your coach. That's coach's problem for playing him out of position. We've played Ekitike out
mm,
of position. Ekitike will still score. You get what I'm saying? But
mm,
all I'm convinced on is, guy,
mm,
if you're going to play as the top man, we're expecting the
mm.
same output.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay.
That's what
So
I have to say. That's the conclusion.
I would like to. You want to read some?
Let me read some
Let me read some comments. You
I
want
had
to
to
read
dig
some
myself out of
comments?
the hole there. But yeah,
That's good.
Amy said Kings, if a striker with zero injury does not make 15 goals in a season, to me, that's a flop season for that striker,
Flop.
in my opinion, because that's the job. Thank you. Yes,
Okay.
that's what I'm talking about, appearances to goals. Because
He's
Isak,
on the way. I
yeah,
have data for you. Don't worry.
you get what I'm saying?
Mm,
Lucky saying, remember, they're coming from different leagues. True.
yeah.
Lucky saying players like Gyökeres, Benjamin Sesko, learning from Mateus Cunha, Wissa, Havertz, and Odegaard.
Mm.
Um, what other thing? I
But
think that's it.
there's something interesting SSB said. He said and the biology, the lap can't be said to be in bad form.
Can
He
be
is
said,
because can, can't can't the lab be said to be okay, can't it be,
yeah, can't
so we're
Dila be
saying
said to be
the
in bad
premise
form?
that he's in bad form.
Yeah,
But I like Ishi is just helping me, can't I? They say the lab was never informed to begin with. It's just like you bought a car. You left the dealership. You just said, okay, let me just let me branch at the mall to buy something. And from the mall, the car never started again. Do you get what and you just bought it from the dealership, Kingsley?
all this your analogy, bro.
That's the
Guy,
lab. That's
all
the
this
lab.
your
Let's conclude. Let's conclude. So
okay.
now in Isak's first season,
Mm-hmm.
Isak played 22 appearances, but he had 1,526
Mm-hmm.
minutes
Mm-hmm.
played. 1,526 minutes played. He had
Mm-hmm.
it. He had 12 GA out
Mm-hmm.
of 22. What's made 1,381 minutes.
Mm.
He has 9 out of 21. So what do you see there?
What,
You
what
can
am I
you
saying?
can now Isak played in his first season. Isak played almost 200 minutes more than Woods made.
What's is not done.
200. He's not done, but we're
Season is still
just
going on.
comparing.
Yeah.
Yes, we're just comparing. 200
Mm-hmm.
minutes is I'll beg to say 200 minutes is close
Like
to
two
three
games.
extra games.
It's two
Three
games
games
about
because he's not playing 90. He's going to be
okay.
rotated, obviously.
3 games. Okay.
3 games. Let's say 70 minutes, 65 minutes, 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
Are you telling me in 3 games he cannot get three
About three,
goals?
4 games.
Are you telling me in 3 games he cannot get 3 goals?
That's what we are
He can.
saying. That's what we are
He can.
saying. Would
So
he?
so if you compare the two of them playing the same minutes,
Mm-hmm.
they are practically the same thing. I don't see the difference based on your analogy. I just brought out the minutes of two of them, right? He's 3 goals behind, but at the same time, he's like 3 matches behind. in terms of the appearances, in terms of actual minutes,
So
right?
in three
He can
matches, we
score
need to
three
bring
goals.
Wolfsmade back on trial then. Because in three
Okay,
matches, if he doesn't
okay,
catch up, then we bring him back on
okay,
trial and say, hey, this
okay.
is the minutes. If you compare
He's played.
minutes
Yeah,
to goals, the same as Isaac's first season, you've not
yeah.
delivered.
Okay, that's fine.
But
So,
there's
but at the
something
end of the
Foxy
day,
said. There's something Foxy
yeah.
said about Wisa, saying Wisa was the replacement for Isaac, not Woltemade. Okay,
Thank you.
fair.
And he's not even the replacement of the main striker. But see the job he's doing. He's not a flop.
I think it was the replacement
I close.
for Isaac.
I
I think it was
close
the
with that.
replacement for Isaac.
He, he's not.
Um,
He's not a flop.
AB saying, I don't understand this Dila played from the right. Hendrick was mainly attacking from the right today. Chelsea fans are seriously
Super
hyper.
hyper.
Yeah. Say Fox is saying what maybe will never score the amount of goals like Isak because they are two totally different players and that really play two totally different positions. Okay. All right, let's end the poll. You guys, please vote before we end the poll. If you've not voted, guys, vote quickly before we end the poll.
I want to bring Kai Havertz into the Scott's house.
Okay, I'm ending the poll. Most people voted no, so yeah, that's it. All right, let's move on to the next one. Kai
Or would
Havertz.
you guys want to? Would you guys want to bring? Maybe it's not Kai Havertz. If you guys have, do you guys have anybody to bring in?
One more person, guys. One
Person.
more person
One more person.
before we wrap up.
Maybe we'll do Kai Havertz. I don't know if nobody brings up anything.
Let's give people time to see if they want to bring anybody up. Maybe say Havertz has been injured. What was your? It depends on the prompts you're bringing for Kai. What prompts you want to bring for him?
I want to bring the prom that Havertz is not as good as Arsenal fans hype him up to be. Yes.
Havertz is not as good as Arsenal fans hype him up to be.
Yes.
Interesting.
He's not a
McAllister.
star. That would have been a good
Okay.
person. Oh,
Okay.
McAllister is not
What's
bad.
the prompt? What's the prompt? You have to give us the prompt. So what's the prompt? Say, come on, Adi, that's obvious now. Nah, you guys, give us a
Oh
prompt. Give
my
us a prompt.
god.
Give us a prompt.
Oh my days. Oh my. Ganacho. Why
Oh,
sure you not pick
Ganacho is a
Ganacho?
good one. Ganacho is a good one.
I think it's Ganacho. I think he's reached that
Ganacho
point
is
where
a
he
good
needs to come
one.
come into this Scott's house.
Yeah, Rookie's argument is that yeah, he unlocks
Gyökeres.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, maybe we should not. Okay, so people. Harvard
Mm.
unlocks Gyökeres. Okay, should we bring in Garnacho?
McAllister fraud levels this season. It's hard for me
Hmm.
to say Maka's fraud levels, bro. It's hard for me to say. That's my player. I'll go to the, you know, I'll fight for him. It's my player. But who do you want to bring for Ganacho? I think Ganacho is a good one.
I think Garnacho has his own sins are much. I just feel like
Let's do Ganacho. Okay, let's do Ganacho.
okay,
But what's the prompt for Ganacho?
man, for Garnacho,
Lucky say Ganacho best suited in Italy.
he's not suited for the Prem.
He's not suited for the Prem.
Man, yeah, that's harsh, man. But
Is it that's
I actually
harsh?
I actually support I actually support that premise. Like
Yeah, so it's not totally a flop considering he's a winger. Mm.
no, no, but
So
Lucky's premise
you
is
support him
actually
going
good.
to Italy. You support him going to Italy.
That's what I support. Of easy.
Is a Um,
Eze Loki has
okay,
been
Eze. Let's do Eze. Actually, maybe you might be
he's been
right.
giving
Eze.
some.
Is Eze a flop? That's a good one. Let's do Eze.
You want to say,
That's
or you want to
you're
say
joking,
is
Drew. Rio and Garnacho have the same amount of Premier League goals. Are you sure?
hmm? How is that even possible?
How is that possible? Really? I thought Rio just scored one goal.
I mean, Garnacho has won
Are you sure Garnacho has
as a
just one goal? Not sure where Chelsea. Lucky saying
wow.
not flop, can play right wing. Not sure where Chelsea fit him. Garnacho. That's
Garnacho
crazy.
plays
Garnacho
left.
just has one Premier League goal.
Wow. Okay, let's do easy.
Oh, it's a zero impact. Okay, it's easy a flop.
Maybe we should do easy, guys. What do you think of easy?
Guys, we're going with easy.
Hmm.
All right, I'll start the poll.
So what's easy is a flop? Okay, I think.
It's easy a flop.
What side are you going on? I think is a flop actually.
You think it's a flop?
Think
I
no,
don't think.
no. I'll support him. Let me support him.
Okay, I'll go is a flop. I'll go
Is a
is a
flop.
flop. Okay, you
Who
support
wants
him.
to
I'll
go?
go is a flop.
You
No,
want
you
to
go
go
first.
first?
You go. I went first last time. You go first. I'll start the poll.
Okay.
All right, guys. I started the poll.
So
Guys, go ahead and vote, please, guys. Vote, 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 vote. Is
so
Eze a
so the
flop?
the first thing I had to bring to your attention is
Mm-hmm.
he went to Fox is a Chelsea Football Club on trial. Fraud.
Fraud.
Foxy, have you heard me say no coach, no manager, no club? This is day what now?
It's like
Day
almost like day,
36.
day 30. I was going to
This
say
is day
35,
36.
but
This
fair,
36. I'm
fair,
keeping
fair,
track.
fair,
This day 36.
fair.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
for AZ, we talk about
I'm
what
listening.
why did AZ come to us now? Let's ask, as a community, let's ask this question. Relax and just answer it.
So you're saying
Why,
Eze is not a flop, right? Just to be clear.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Cool, cool,
I'm
cool.
saying it's not a
All right.
flop. Why did Eze come to Arsenal? What was the purpose? Let's think about
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Eze came to bring in some creativity.
Okay.
That's one. Now you can argue, oh, some people argue he doesn't defend, he doesn't. But how many top, how many top ballers actually defend?
Okay.
Some defend, but some don't.
Mm-hmm.
Some defend, but some don't. Right? You
Mm-hmm.
talk about Cole Palmer. How many defending does Cole Palmer do for Chelsea? You can
Doesn't
argue
do a
that
lot.
he
Doesn't do a lot. Mm-hmm.
exactly so does Easy, because this type of players, think about it. All they think about is the final thought. How can I create? How can I create some magic? I'm not saying he's a magician, but how can I do something special? Do you get? That's what Easy thinks about. Yes, the creative, the creative spark, right? But now he's left with a manager that thinks, first of all, is a left winger, tries him at left wing, puts him ahead of his instead of the only times Ateta played him or had confidence in him was when his son Odegaard was injured.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time that Eze played. And what was Eze's impact? He had impact in those times. He gave them the draw. You can argue that he had an impact to give them 1 point against Manchester City. He gave them 3 points against Tottenham. And the points he's contributed to us now this season, I can argue that is about 8 to 9 points he's put forward. Let's say 8 points. Do you get?
Mm.
Yes. Right? You take off those 8 points, in terms of his key contributions. Arsenal are like fourth in the where are they on the table? Fourth or third. Do you get what I'm saying? So
I get what you're saying.
I just feel the manager Ateta, you talk about this is a manager that does three DMs in the midfield. That's the
Mm.
person we are dealing with. That's
Mm.
the stumbling block Eze has. Look at it from Eze's point of view, guys. The manager he has is holding him back. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just
I'm
feel,
sorry, I'm
imagine,
laughing.
you see Semenyo.
Yeah. Hmm.
Semenyo went to City from
Yeah.
Bournemouth. You can say he came from Bournemouth, but see what he's doing. The
Okay.
freedom is with Pep. He has the wisdom of the master.
Okay.
Now he's just with some guy called Ateta.
Oh, so this Ateta's
My
fault.
yes, it's Ateta's
Okay.
fault.
I'm just making sure I know where you're going.
Not fully Ateta's fault, but you can you
Let me say, Andy, mute your mic.
I'm about to I'm about to finish this my argument. I'm
Okay.
going I'm going in circles, but I have to support Easy on this. Stay with me, guys.
Stay with
People of
me.
this
I
people of this
convince you,
humble
not
panel.
not to
Stay,
confuse you.
stay with me. What I will say is that
Yeah.
if Eze, I'll conclude with this. If Eze had a
Yeah.
better manager, I think we have gotten the
Mm.
best out of him
Okay.
in the 10 position, right? Yeah,
Okay, so
that's it.
for us now, let's check the amount
Mm,
of appearances that AZ has made so far for Arsenal. For Arsenal, he has made 19 Premier League appearances. He has made 7 Champions League appearances, right? He has appeared
mm,
in the FA Cup and he has appeared 4 times in the Carabao Cup, right?
mm.
So that's about almost 30 appearances in general, right? That's about 20, 30 plus appearances that he has done for
Wow,
Arsenal.
that's much.
Yeah,
That's
he has
much.
had 30 plus
Wow.
appearances. So guys, stay with me. Let's start from the defending. Let's start from his defending ability. Somebody said Eze can defend. Eze can't defend. Eze is really poor in his defense. He doesn't win ground duels per stats. I'm going stat wise. He doesn't really win a lot of interceptions. He doesn't win a lot of ground duels, right? He doesn't really win a lot of aerial duels. So he's poor in the air. Shots blocked, poor, right? He doesn't block shot. Anyway, he's not expected to do that, but he doesn't really do much for them defensively based on stats. That's number one. Let's go into his creativity. Let's go into like even him on the ball. The chance of Eze getting dispossessed per 90 is 0.93. That's the chance of him getting dispossessed. So Eze Eze has a higher chance of getting dispossessed. Okay. Because when a player like that, fair, we can say because he's a 10. So then maybe he can get dispossessed and everything. But let's now talk about what he's contributing for them stat wise. Stat wise, his expected assist 0.19 per 90. That's really low in 30 games or 30 how many plus appearances he has had, that is his expected assist per 90. That's really poor. Apart from some pockets here and there where he has really done stuff, yes, Ateta has tried him on the left wing. Ateta has tried him on the as a 10. Ateta has placed him in different positions. He simply is just in general the overall picture. He's simply not delivering as much as you would expect him to deliver. And I know the next thing you want to do is to compare Eze to Odegaard.
How did you
Nobody,
know?
nobody cares, bro. Odegaard was injured. Nobody cares. Odegaard was injured.
Oh,
So
I'm about
when you
to slap
when you
dog you.
when you, when you look at that in general, we can
Yeah.
get hyped up by Eze's previous seasons at Crystal Palace and what he has done previously. And in fact, if you go to his previous seasons, you see that Eze really shined at Crystal Palace. But that comes back to the key thing: playing at the highest level. Can Eze really play at the highest level? Is the question that we have to answer. It doesn't look like he can. It doesn't look like he can play at the highest level. At Crystal Palace, he's on that level. Some games he's expected to be the main guy. Some games he's not expected to be the main guy. Some days he might flop. Some days he might not flop. But in general, the expectation is not there like that. But when you play in a team like Arsenal, do you expect a lot more from him based on stats? And based on stats, guys, Eze is simply not delivering. How much more do you need to give Eze?
Okay, so that's a good one. That's a good one. But I'm going to use my closing argument to. It's not good. It's
That's
not good,
fair.
bro. Not good.
It's not easy. Yeah. Um, SSC, what did PS Morgan say about Arsenal? Foxy is saying positive. Eze might get a trophy or two this season for his own game. Arsenal isn't good fit for him. and he's not far off 30. Let's not forget the age too. Eze is not young either. He's 27. So he's kind of in his prime right now, right? I don't see a long future for him there. So it suits him being a big fish in a small pond. Spurs would have suited his game much more. Yep, highest level playing under pressure 3 times a week isn't easy. Yep.
Mm.
So what's your closing argument? I know you're going back stat wise to see what he did. Even if you go to his previous seasons too, like
Mm.
his chance creation at Crystal Palace last season, his expected assist was 0.29.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Compared to this season at Arsenal, it's like it's not even really that. Like, anyways, when you look at
Okay. Let me give my
even
closing
defending
argument.
too, it was just okay. Can make
Let
like
me
one
let me give
tackle a
my
game. It was
let
not
me
that
give my
spectacular.
closing.
But
Let me
go
let
ahead,
me
go
give
ahead,
my
go ahead.
closing. So one thing I'll say is that first of all,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't buy easy to defend.
Okay.
Just threw that out of the door. He's not a defender. They have a
Okay.
lot of defenders there.
Mm-hmm.
Saliba, Gabriel, all these heavy duty guys. They have like three DMs, Merino
Mm-hmm.
and the likes, right? That is their job to defend,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, there's always been this argument that the forward men of Arsenal are all poor in terms of creativity and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't score goals. That's the major thing that they hold against the front men of Arsenal. They don't score goals. Do you get? And for this brother, he's contributed out of 19 appearances, 17 substitute appearances. Odegaard has 18 with 5 substitutes. Odegaard has 1 goal, 4 assists. You can argue that the assist is more. Okay, keep it. Eze has 4 goals and 2 assists. Touches in the opposition box. Listen to this. Touches in the opposition box, 39. Odegaard, Ateta's son, 27. Which player would you prefer? A player that all he's thinking about is to be in the opposition box to make things happen for his team. That's the kind of player he is. I just think the way Ateta plays generally, he's just too I think he's too creative for their team in terms of the way they use him. I don't think they are using him well.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because how many Arsenal, how many most of the time when they score goals, it's corners.
Mm.
It's corners. We say, oh, set pieces, whatever. But how many times have they focused on creating chances on the ground? Hardly. Like they don't put the ball ground on the ground to play. That is Eze's game. They put the ball ground and play. You can argue that a team like Spurs might be better. Even a team like I don't know if Chelsea will be good for him, but because they have too many ballers there. Do you get? But Chelsea we still put the ball on the ground and we play. Do you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I just think Arteta himself has not been able to unlock Easy the potential he has. Right. So that's all.
No one is saying that Eze is not a talented player, but at some point we need to call a spade a spade. Are you expecting a 27-year-old player,
Mm.
right, to not know what to do when you come into a team?
Mm.
Someone like Eze, playing off the left, playing as a 10, and
Mm.
multiple places that he has played. He's
Mm.
27. He's senior. He's experienced. Some of the
Mm.
things he's doing, you expect him to do.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? There's it gets to a level in football where it's like we won't celebrate you for doing your job because it's expected of you. That is
Mm.
easy. He's doing his job. The
Mm.
question is, we need more from you. And it's easy giving more. No, he simply isn't. Based on stats, you can take 39 touches in the box, but if your expected assist is this low, then you're taking 39 aimless touches. What is the point of touching the ball so much? I want an efficient 10. I'd rather you take less touches and have a very high expected assist. That shows me that you're not only creative, you're efficient. And he's not doing either. He's showing me that he's inefficient and he's not creative. That's what he's showing me. Compare him with Odegaard all you want. This is Odegaard that we all know has been in form, out of form, struggling. This guy should bench Odegaard. Simple. It should be undeniable. The coach should look at it and be like, even though I want to favor you, I need you right now to win this league. That's how it should be. It should not be, but I can play Odegaard. It should be, I'm going to play easy. And Eze simply is not giving us that. Go back to Crystal Palace stats and everything. He can still have this same kind of season at Crystal Palace. And we'll come out and say, wow, Eze is awesome, bro. Do you see what he did? But now at Arsenal, all eyes on you. The bigger stage. Everybody can see you. What can you do? It's not just what can you do, it's what can you do day in, day out. How consistent are you? And he simply isn't consistent. So that's what I would say.
No other argument to put forward to my clients.
Funny enough, it's 50-50. So somebody has to break the tie. Guys, you guys need to break the
50
tie, guys.
50 for
It's 50.
Eze.
It was actually Eze a flop. Yes, I think some people flipped their vote. I don't know who flipped their vote. This should have been Eze is a flop, but some people flipped their vote. I don't know. I don't know why. You guys revote, guys. Revote.
I like this
AB
comment
said
from
if
me.
Eze was Niger, Andy will say he's 45.
Actually, yes.
Hence
I
why
would
he
say
can't
that.
run and perform. Foxy saying Piers Morgan is also controversial, dodgy list for someone I won't name, so I will never pay attention to Piers. Yeah, SSB said something. Piers Morgan said. Piers Morgan said, this Arsenal team is the best from um
1 to
best
25
from 1 to
players,
25 players, not
not the
best
best.
11 of all time, but the best whole squad of all time.
That's the whole squad as a whole is the best
Oh,
of all time,
is the
as
best of all
opposed
time.
to just 11.
Mm.
I
All right, I've
don't.
ended the poll. Yeah, everybody said Eze is a flop, bro. Not everybody, but most people said Eze is a flop. People
How
moved
many
it.
percent?
It was 9 votes.
So Kingsley, you moved it again.
I didn't move anything. It was 9 votes. 9
Oh
people
my
voted.
god!
67% said yes, Eze is a flop.
Wow.
But yeah, crazy, man.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, Drew has been texting on Twitch. I wasn't even saying that. Drew said Piers Morgan knows knows fuck all about football. That's crazy. But yeah, final thoughts.
Final thoughts for me would be: we've talked about so many people like Hendrick. Let's see what he does in Lyon on his loan. We'll see how far
Yeah.
he goes. For Delap, I just think he needs to leave Chelsea. Probably
Mhm.
go and get another club. If Rosinho gets the best out of him, then I rate him higher. But I just see there's a limit to his game. There's a cap,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes you just see it. I don't know why these guys don't see it. Gittins currently, for now, I think he's like 2 years behind the people
Mm.
he's playing with. So he needs like a loan for him to catch up. Do you get?
Yeah.
AB is saying that he rather signs Hendrick than build a new stadium. Tell that to the owners,
Ishi
right?
said
So
yeah, he's a master
yeah.
of ghosting in games. Like to act like he's doing something. I'm sure that's easy he's talking about. That's
And
crazy.
for Eze, I could not defend him because even me, I
Yeah.
know he's bad from the stats. There was no good thing about the
So
stats.
far. I mean, maybe he
Um,
might pick up. Um
uh, yeah. So yeah,
yeah. Foxy saying final thoughts, Howie on trial next week when Brentford beat us. Yeah, we need to put Howie on trial. Eddie Howe on trial.
he's
We
been
need to put Eddie
escaping.
Howe on trial. Yeah. He's been
Oh my
escaping.
god.
I think it's about time. It's about time. But yeah, my final thoughts. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to call what made a flop, bro. Like, I think he's doing a really good job. It was hard for me to defend to even say like he's a flop. I think it's impressive playing out of position, having almost the same amount of goals as Isak's first season, and he could possibly score more. He's a guy that is talented enough to play different multiple positions and still deliver. So, I think he's an impressive player. Um, in terms of Dilap, I think Dilap still too soon. Still too soon to rule him out. But he's not really showing promising signs, so it's kind of hard. As a 22-year-old, seeing how young football is now, there's just certain expectations you have of a 22-year-old, right? If because what's the point? You're 22. I might as well just add some extra money and buy ATK or buy Sesco, right? And expect them to deliver for me, right? So if he's not delivering in the next year, by next season, if he's not delivering, I think it might be time for him to count his days at Chelsea. So that's what I think. Um, but yeah, those are my final thoughts in general. Shout out to Ishi, man. Shout out to Ishi, Lucky, AB.
Ishi is saying his comment is actually
You see,
interesting.
I've
He's
seen more
right.
from Dilap from
Yeah.
Gittins than Dilap.
Ki- Yes, I
That's
agree with
crazy.
that. Yes, I agree. We've
That's
seen more
crazy.
from Gittins than the lab. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, anyways,
that's crazy. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Ishi, Lucky, Foxy, AB, SSB, every single person that joined. I've Drew too as well. I appreciate you guys, man, for coming, supporting this channel. If you're new here and you've not done so, please, guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video before you go watch something else. And we'll be back tomorrow for our prediction. We're supposed to like kind of do like a prediction today since there's a game tomorrow, right? But I will do the actual prediction stream tomorrow, guys. So come back 5:30 p.m. CST tomorrow, 11:30 p.m. BST. I appreciate you guys, man. Take care and bye.